So today we're going to be doing an update on Gabby Petito, and first and foremost, my condolences to her friends and family. Very sad situation. She did lose her life. The cause of death has not been confirmed yet, but the focus has turned from finding her to trying to find Brian Laundrie, her boyfriend, that everyone believes is the one who did this. Now, a lot of people have been getting deep into this. I'm talking about normal, average Joes have become detectives overnight. People are taking pictures of every bald man with a beard out there, thinking that's him. But I don't think this guy's going to be out in the open. We're going to talk more about that here in a second. But there's about 3 clips I'm going to be showing you today that kind of goes along with this search for Brian. And one of them's legendary, ladies and gentlemen. Pure legend. I think he'll find him before anyone else. Dog the Bounty Hunter has joined the search. Anyways, let's get into the first clip. I don't know who this guy is. Might be like park ranger or something.
State Park. This is your main entrance.
Never heard of it.
Vehicle-wise.
Jeez,
this is
is
where
that
everybody
water?
comes, parks their bikes or their horse to ride the trails and all. And the location of Brian's vehicle was basically across from that oak tree right here on our left is where he had his vehicle.
Hold on, that must be like high tide or something. Flooding just came in
when
or
it
something.
rains, it all comes up from Mayaca City, Mayaca River on down and flows this direction. And that side stays a lot wetter until we get it over here. This is what you would find in that 25,000 acres of the Carlton Reserve, except for a few high spots where the power lines are and a couple roads they have in there.
Forget that
and
shit.
Even the couple roads they have in there are massively underwet.
Florida's like the damn Amazon, man.
There's no surviving out here. I don't know how to say. I ride ranches. I'm out on horses all day with the dogs when we're working cattle. We've got water to us in our saddlebags and all, but we're out here, out there riding for 12, 13 hours a day, starting at daylight. Time we get in at night, I don't see anybody can make it out here for 10 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
There's no water supply.
You can sleep in a tree?
There's no stores available, unless you go 12 miles either direction.
You ain't going to no stores.
There's just no possible way. No possible way. The mosquitoes would carry you off in the first night.
But I can almost guarantee it's not flooded like that 24/7. Probably just had some major storms or something, but he's definitely, if he was in there, he can't be in there no more. Even the most professional survivalist is going to have a hard time in that. You would literally have to be sleeping in a tree. And you heard what he said, the mosquitoes alone would draw him out. If you're to ask me, any survivalist that's on the East Coast, just like I said in the first video, they're going to go to Appalachian Mountains, damn Smoky Mountains, Carolina, Tennessee, somewhere along those lines. They got the Blue Ridge Parkway. That trail goes from like Maine all the way to Kentucky? At the top of the mountains. You can literally hike across 9 or 10 states at the tip top of the mountains, man, in the clouds. But I don't think he's up there either. It's going to be too hard to get supplies all the way up there. Shit, they have signs on the trails that says you better have some water or else your ass is going to die. For the most part, that's what it says. But I've been up to the Blue Ridge Parkway and it feels like you're almost in space. I don't think anyone's living up there. But the Appalachian Mountains in general is a great place to survive. Not too far away from home, to where if an emergency arises, he can go back to his parents, magically try to sneak in through the night. But the only kicker about the mountains is this guy's from Florida. Yeah, he's seen some other states, but is he used to the mountain winter? Surviving in the mountains during winter will kill you just as fast as the crocodiles in Florida. So I'm sure this guy is probably thinking where he's going to go next. Where's going to be a perfect in-between of both? Not to mention, he could be out of country. Who knows? But if I were to guess, this guy's in the mountains somewhere. Probably more than likely Carolina. Now let's go ahead and see what Dog the Bounty Hunter has to say about this. For anybody that doesn't know, his name's pretty self-explanatory, ain't it?
Because I lost a daughter at about the same age, I know what the parents feel like, okay? And you want justification. You want the guy behind bars. Mm-hmm. All of it's alleged that he even committed the murder. But circumstantially, it looks like he did. The strongest lead I see is that one of her friends said he had been in the Appalachian Mountains by himself for a couple months. Now, he's not just a camper then. He is a outdoorsman.
He spent a couple months by himself in the Appalachian Mountains. If you spend a couple months out there by yourself, then that means you love it. Unless you're pushing yourself to the limits, but I don't see any recreational outdoorsman going somewhere for over a month by himself unless he enjoyed it. But we got to find Brian, and when I seen this interview with Dog, I said, damn, He's thinking just like me.
So in order to do that, I think because of his age, he felt comfortable. If there's anywhere right now that looks the hottest, that could be the area. It all depends on the picture they got of him the other day where they're hunting now, if really that was him. No one has said that. If not, Appalachian Mountains is the best, but it covers several states. So where did he go in at? That's where you start your tracking point. From right when he went into the mountain with dogs. They've got so much infrared. I mean, they're going to catch him. You know, the only reason I would doubt if he's in the swamp is they've been hunting it really good, okay? And I'm not sure that was him in the picture. You know, it was blurry, blah, 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 like kind of an old bank robbery.
Like I said in the beginning, a lot of people are sending pictures of bald-headed individuals from all over the place. But a picture that someone sent just so happened to really look like him, and he's still in the swamp area. So if that picture is true, like Dog's about to say, he's definitely in the swamp still. But I don't think it's him. You know, people are even breaking down his boots and everything he's wearing in the picture compared to other pictures of his. Like I said, everyone's becoming an investigator, and is that a problem? No. I swear, man, people in the comment section, viewers, man, they know everything. Everything. Sooner or later, they're going to expose something.
You're right. But you couldn't really tell if that was him. Now, if that was him 100%, he's in the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then, so he moves in the night, and he probably sleeps up in the day. Now, the FBI has ultraviolet light tracking. Remember the Boston bomber? How they found the kid in the boat when they went over and the tarp was over him? They've got that. So I'm sure they're using that to cover with drones. I mean, he can't cover with mud. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can't cover
Predator, baby. Classic.
with anything. He's going to light up. You know, I don't think he went to New York, or there's been a couple rumors he might have went to Mexico. I've been to Mexico. So if he's down there wanted, a white boy that doesn't know Spanish, the cartel's going to grab him for the reward. So no, he's not down there. You know, I don't think. Who knows?
Oh, dog, man, you don't know nothing nowadays. Everyone out there can only speculate. I don't think he's in Mexico. Hell no. But who knows? Maybe. Maybe. I'm sticking with the Appalachian Mountains. I think that's where he's used to. That's what he's comfortable with. Now, if he was out in the mountains and, you know, you got to think, if you're on the run, you got to think about the infrared stuff, especially with a case as serious as this. Me knowing what I know now, immediately would have thought about infrared. He said you can't cover yourself with anything, but you can go into a cave. You can hide under boulders, under rock of some kind, and they're not going to see that. In Florida, it could be kind of hard to find them with the infrared because of all the wildlife, boars, gators, whatever else might be out there. They're probably getting all kinds of false positives. But yeah, there are ways to get around that infrared. And I'm pretty sure hiding underneath rock in a cave of some kind is one of them. Oh, dog shaking down doors. Look at those golden locks, baby. Blend right in with the brick. Uh-oh, neighbor came out. Look, can you imagine? Can you imagine Laundrie's parents seeing Dog at their front door? And look, the neighbor sees Dog, he comes out immediately. Gotta talk to the dog, man. This is legendary.
I seen when he went out to public to get milk last time. I seen he's seen he called me when they got the food. Got the grass this morning. So he's
Sounds like he's explaining what happened. You know, he's seen him probably a couple times leaving the house.
Yeah. Last time I seen them was before they went on their trip.
Yeah.
They were in the driveway. They were in that van.
Okay.
Damn dog don't like them reporters.
Hold on, guys.
Go bang on that door some more, dog. That was a hell of a knock, dog. Hell of a knock. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. Dog bounty hunters on the scene. I think he's going to be caught very quickly. But once again, just to reiterate what Dog said, we ain't seen any evidence, cause of death, and we ain't went through the court process. So everything's still merely purely speculation. But if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, usually it's a duck.